Nerds by Nerds production.
Hey guys, Cowabunga! Welcome to another tubular episode of the For Nerds by Nerds podcast. Today we're going to be doing a commentary on the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie for the 30th anniversary of the release of that movie. It'll be Radical Dude.
It'll be bitchin'.
Yeah. I don't think the Turtles said bitch.
No, they said Bossa Nova?
Yeah.
Chevy
Chevy
Nova?
Nova. Me and Ben will pretty much just be talking through this word for word, because I could probably reenact this whole movie with in my sleep.
Yes, I agree.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, I love this movie. This came out right at a teen point in my life, and it was amazing. It had everything I ever needed in it. And I used to read the graphic novels. If nobody knows, the comic books and the graphics first came out in New Hampshire way back in the 80s.
Yeah, we live in New Hampshire. The creators of Ninja Turtles are from New Hampshire. We went to a convention where that was the first place that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the comic, was ever debuted. Was at that same convention a long time ago. And let this be a lesson to all of you out there not to listen to your parents, because I'm sure their parents told them they were stupid. Who would have thought turtles acting like ninjas would be a multi-billion-dollar franchise?
I had a conversation, not with my parents, but with another kid in school whose dad used to own a comic book shop. I think it was in 8th grade. Maybe I was in 10th grade. Can't remember. Doesn't matter what grade I was in. But he comes to school, and his favorite thing to do was to draw these Ninja Turtles. I'm like, I've never heard of these. I've never seen these. And he's like, yeah, it's just my dad sells these. They're underground comics at this point because they were black and white. There was no color. He goes, they're not very big, but I like to draw them because they're really cool. So I got into drawing them. And I was all right. I'm not a great artist, but I got into drawing them. And, what? Off the top of my head one day, I was like, how big do you think these turtles will get? And he goes, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
How wrong was this man?
30 years later.
30 years later, and how many incarnations and how many different toys and
yeah.
I mean, they marketed the crap out of the Turtles.
Oh yeah.
It's so big and it's such a giant scale. I don't think there's another movie out there that's had so much coverage other than like Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the best comic book movies. And I mean, the sequels are shit. People like Ninja Turtles too, but rewatching it as an adult, it's not good. But this movie still holds up. So we'll just get into it, and then we'll talk about all sorts of details and memories about the movie. So the way this works is we're watching it on DVD. No matter where you're watching it, just get it to play, and then immediately pause it. And then on 3, we'll all hit play together. So 1, 2, 3, play. I just love this movie so much. When I was a little kid, I'd watch this movie like every day.
I just don't understand why everybody thought that the girl that plays Rachel is pretty.
April?
Rachel. Oh God, blasphemy. April. Yeah, she's just not. She's not an attractive woman. But as a kid, you don't know that. I mean, At my age now, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, she was just like I don't know. I mean, she's supposed to be like a young lady, but I mean, maybe it's because I grew up watching this. She just seemed like a mom type.
I like how this main kid that's supposed to be the bad guy boy of someone that April works with, he's got such a good boy haircut.
Yeah. Well, his dad's rich.
True.
These fucking ninjas,
they're quick.
Yeah, I mean, they're ninjas. I mean, usually ninjas are trained in discipline and, honor. But these motherfuckers just emptied an entire truck. I mean, start a moving company. I mean, you want money, start a moving company. You can unload a truck that fast.
They steal this old woman's black and white television sitting on her doorstep, and it's like, come on, that's awful. What is fire escape? Who watches TV on their fire escape?
Huh?
Must have been hot in New York.
She probably doesn't have an air conditioner.
Yeah. Sid. What's that shirt? Why does this shirt say Sid?
It's a Sid Vicious shirt.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
We have pepperoni pizza here in honor of watching Ninja Turtles, so if you hear us crunching, I'm sorry. But we can't watch Ninja Turtles without eating pizza.
Absolutely not. I mean, we're doing this right. Big bite. No, that's why they were at Burger King. Look at that. They featured Burger King in this.
Yeah, I was telling Ben before we started recording that when I was a kid, we got this VHS from Burger King, and the commercial before the movie started playing is for McDonald's, or for Pizza Hut, and then in the movie they get Domino's. So it's all sorts of product placement. There's April. I mean, I guess, I don't know why they picked her. I mean, I guess she looks kind of like April, but I mean...
No, give her a yellow trench coat, she's April. I mean, it doesn't matter who played her.
I mean, she's got April hair. But, I mean, I always liked her. She seems like a sweet lady. She didn't return. She wasn't asked to return because I guess she was a little too verbal about not liking the amount of violence in the movie.
That happens a lot with some movies, like in The Punisher. The remake of the first one.
Yeah.
He didn't come back to play Punisher in the second one because he didn't like the way the violence was in the first one. It's like, you signed up for this shit.
Yeah, there he is. You know who that main thug is?
I do.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell's a badass.
Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2.
Sam Rockwell has impressed me over the years. And
I love Sam Rockwell. I think he's
watching
hilarious.
him in newer stuff and then going back and being like, oh my god, that's Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Seeing him in this was just amazing. Once you're an adult and you recognize people again.
When I was a little kid, I always thought the shoes on the left looked like Donatello's head. I don't know why. So I was like, why is the Ninja Turtle tied up there with the rest of these
What's
bad
going
guys?
on?
I just think this movie is so well shot.
Did they call the cops? Did the Turtles call the cops? Is that what?
Somebody must have called the cops.
Because they took down these bad guys. And Raphael's only lines for like half this movie are,
Swear words.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Damn.
That's the thing. It's like, this is toned down compared to the comics.
Oh, the comics were brutal.
Like, the first few comics were very vicious. I mean, they kill Shredder in the first issue. Like, Leonardo throws a fucking thermal grenade in his face.
Yeah.
So this is toned down because it's not for kids. This movie is more for teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
But then they marketed the Ninja Turtles so much to kids that when this movie came out, because the cartoon show was already out and the action figures are doing a bit well, people freaked out and was like, why is this being shown to my children? And that's why the second and third one are so childish, and like they don't even use their weapons at all in the second one.
And that's why they're toned down in the cartoon too. All the cartoons.
Awesome. And they look
Righteous!
so good.
Bossa Nova.
Jim Henson's workshop made these suits.
I'll tell you, Jim Henson is a miracle worker in my mind. I love his product, everything he's done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... This is like the pinnacle of practical effects. I mean, not once do you ever stop to think that these things aren't real.
No, and the worst part is in all the sequels, they just started getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
It's like, now they look fake. Now they look awful. And you could see the nose holes where the eyes were supposed to go, where people could see through them.
Yeah.
In the newer ones, it's like you can see their eye holes.
Yeah, there's only
this one you couldn't.
There's only like one scene where if you pause it right, you can see the mouth inside the mouth.
On this one?
Yeah, and it's terrifying.
We've seen the skateboard scene in this where you see the guy's hand.
Yeah.
Where they only shot him from the legs down and all he was wearing was the legs and his whole arm is just right in the middle of the shot.
I love Splinter so much in this movie.
He was great in this one, but
Just everything looks
disappointing in
perfect.
the rest.
All the turtles look perfect. Shredder looks perfect. Splinter looks perfect. The foot soldiers look perfect. Like, it's just so great. And it's cheesy right to the right amount of level, and it's serious to the right amount of level. Like, that's the thing. Like, kids' movies don't need to be slapstick 100% goofball. Like,
No, absolutely
this
not.
shit's serious to teach kids lessons about always being a good person and shit. Yeah.
Get it back! I can get it back!
Yeah.
Crying like a little man. Supposed to be the toughest on the team, and he's crying like a little girl. And his voice was great. Shredder's voice, Splinter's voice was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, Shredder in this movie used to fucking terrify me. Like,
He was a scary man.
I had a nightmare once that, like, Dracula and Shredder started taking over on Halloween, and I was the only one that noticed that the bad guys were taking over. It fucking scared the shit out of me.
Like they're getting life lessons from Splinter.
Yeah.
Mikey's over there
This motherfucker's ordering pizza.
ordering Domino's. We are eating Papa Gino's, by the way.
Yeah.
Not Domino's.
I had Domino's last night. I love pizza, so sue me.
Pizza's pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
I had pizza 2 nights ago. Why? Because I had one in my freezer.
Yeah. I had pizza 2 days ago for lunch. I eat pizza all the fucking time. I just want to return to this. I want to return to this detail and not CGI because it's cheap and easy.
That costs more to do CGI.
Yeah. But it takes less time, so it costs less on that end. And they don't, there's not so many people involved. I mean, there's so many people involved making these suits work and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I guess these suits are like so hot.
Is that alright with you?
People were like throwing up inside of them and shit.
Well, I'm sure. And when I first watched this, I was listening to the voices, and I'm like, that's Corey Feldman doing Donatello. I didn't know Corey Feldman knew ninjutsu. And then I realized it was Reyes. What's his name? Something Reyes Jr.
Yeah.
Plays
Yeah.
in the Donatello suit in this one, and he's the main character, Pizza Delivery Boy in the second one.
Mm.
So he didn't do a suit in the second one.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys that does the voices for one of these Ninja Turtles is the pizza delivery man.
He's the director.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
The
also
pizza delivery man, and this is the director of the movie.
They all, I guess, all of the Turtles make an appearance except for Corey Feldman. He's not in this movie anyway.
Nope. He's not in any of them.
And he's not in he doesn't do the voice in the second one. They swapped him out. 122 and an eighth. I was thinking about this scene the other day because I deliver pizza sometimes. I was like, where the hell is 122 and an eighth?
Yeah, he's the director.
It must be so hard to deliver food in New York City.
The numbers must be staggering.
Like, how did they do it back then with no GPS? Just fucking kill me.
Just slip it to $10.
$10.
$10. Tip and all.
The tab's 13.
Oh, yeah.
You're 2 minutes late, dude. Come on, I couldn't find the place. See,
Jeez.
I can do this all day.
Best line coming up. Wise man say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. And then the pizza delivery guy's like, I gotta get a new route. You don't have routes. You go where your store tells you to go.
I never noticed as a child, but as an adult, why are they cutting the pizza? Domino's didn't do that job for?
Yeah, that's weird.
Pizzas don't come uncut.
Critters! What do you bet? Same director.
Man, maybe.
Where do they come up with this junk?
Nobody notices anthropomorphic turtle walking around. But he's got a trench coat on, so nobody notices that he's barefoot and has green legs.
Listen, nobody in New York pays attention to anything.
I always feel bad for this old lady. Like, at least she gets her purse back and shit, but it's like, fuck what you doing, dude? You can help out?
Yeah.
Pussy?
Yeah.
See? Like, how is that not better than I'll hit you with salami, like the sequels? Like, Raphael's straight up like, fuck with me, I'll stab the shit out of you.
Yep, I'm gonna throw this sigh right in your nostril. Casey Jones.
Yeah. Elias Cotius.
This
Fucking
guy's
love him.
fantastic. Except he went bald.
Yeah.
It's awful. He
I
had
think
great
it's
hair
just
in this.
'cause we're so used to seeing him with long hair, just because of this movie. I was watching him in Chicago PD last night.
He plays a good creeper.
Yeah. I mean, he's such a... I don't know why his career didn't take off more.
Well,
He's just such a believable hard ass.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been Punisher at the time.
Oh yeah,
He could have played the Punisher. I would have watched that.
I'll take him as the Punisher now.
Dolph Lundgren. Woo. And even talking like Bogey, like, what? Why?
Yeah.
I don't want to fight you. Jose Canseco, Matt. Tell me you didn't pay money for this.
Stick a break.
That's it.
I never understood what he meant by this.
What?
Punker.
Like a junkie or a loser?
You strung out on heroin? I hate
You-
people that are strung
you
out
a
on
punker?
heroin. Look like giant turtles.
New batter. Strike one. You can almost hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Home run.
Dun 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 dun.
Raphael
dun,
wins.
dun, dun.
1-0. We're cheating. We have the subtitles on. But I guarantee we could probably do this word for word without the subtitles.
Roundhead.
Cricket.
That sounds racist.
Nobody understands cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. The suits were so fucking perfect. What I like is they even have wrinkles where their ankles are and stuff. Like it
Yeah.
looks like a real ankle of someone that would be 6 foot tall, green, and
Yeah, and it never like wrinkles either.
Two-toed.
Like they're just wearing a suit.
yeah.
And that's the guy that plays Raphael in the back there.
Oh, is it?
That's the voice of Raphael.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to LaGuardia, right? What's that mean?
Going to the airport.
Yeah, but like, what's that got to do with lizards?
Right here at this point.
Screaming damn in the middle of the city?
That I was watching this as a like 3-year-old, and that happened where he yells "damn," and my mother screamed from the other room because she thought that I was yelling "damn," and I was like, "We watch this movie every day. Did you not? Have you not heard the foul language?" I was always like, "How did he not burn his hand?"
Like, how did that puppet not go up in flames? Yeah.
My master Yoshi.
Yoshi! Does he eat eggs and spit them out at people?
No, he's real good at getting slashed in the throat by the shredder.
I hate that they changed the origin of him once in a while
Yeah.
to suit the cartoons.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that happens with everything. I love how there's never any like traumatic event. Like Raphael is just meant to be angry.
Yeah, well, they have 3 distinct personalities. You got like
4.
4. God bless it. I'm having a bad day. 4 distinct personalities. You got the brainiac guy that's super tech all the time, always thinking. You got the one that's like the broody one that has a bad attitude, and then you got the dumbass one
Yeah.
that doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, but he can fight like a motherfucker. It's crazy. And then you've got the one that's
The
doesn't
leader.
know, needs to be tough on people, but doesn't know how to be tough on people. Bleecker Street.
If you listen to the
Wait a minute. Bleecker Street. In New York. Who lives on Bleecker Street in New York?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange!
Yep. If you listen to the song in the end credits of this movie, it says that Raphael is the leader of the group.
But he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not. He fancies himself the leader, but he's the one that abandons the group first.
Yep.
Again, here we go. Anybody that's in power, bald.
Yeah.
I swear to God, in the 80s, bald men were typecast as the adult male in charge.
I wonder how old that man is. He's bald. Father of like an 18-year-old. I bet he's my age.
Oh, sure. What did this kid grow up to do? Nothing?
I don't know. Probably drug addict or something.
Because I don't think he's had much of a career after this.
No, I don't feel like I've ever seen him in anything. Let's look.
This guy's losing his shit because his kid's an asshole.
Yeah, well, how do you think he got that way?
Because you're a rich, entitled asshole.
Yeah, 'cause you're a dickhead.
And I've always loved this cop.
He's such a dick.
He is a dick, but his voice is perfect for him because it's so raspy.
You telling me how to do my job? The guy that does Splinter's voice is Elmo.
Oh, yeah? The first Elmo?
Yeah. Yeah, and then before the sex scandal.
Before the sex scandal. That's sad. That you're... Well, I don't know.
Is what it is.
He plays with puppets. So, you never know with these people.
So this man was born in 54. So he was 37. So yeah. He's only 5 years older than me. He looks like he's older than my dad is now. At 54 years old.
And I'm sure he wasn't playing... Well, he might have been playing a 40-year-old in this.
Yeah. How old was Casey Jones?
Let's look that up.
Casey Jones was...
I want to know where they got hats that big. He puts on that hat, that fedora, like it's just normal.
Yeah.
To go out and have a hat that big. It's like nobody's head's that big. They had to have those specially made.
Casey Jones was 29 years old.
He was 29 in this?
Yeah.
So that was about right. He looked like a 30-year-old. He
Yeah.
looked like he was supposed to be.
I don't even see Danny here on the cast list.
He's that much of a shit actor. He didn't even get
Yeah, I don't know.
put on the credits.
He might not
That's
have
awesome.
done anything else.
Are you trying to tell me how to do my job?
Oh, Skeet Ulrich and Scott Wolf are both in here as uncredited thugs.
Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna have to try and look them up when they're in. I always equate that place that they go, their sanctuary,
Yeah.
to like the scene in Pinocchio
Yeah.
when they're all smoking and playing billiards and shit.
It always looked like the coolest fucking place when I was a kid.
I don't know. Pinocchio scared me enough not to think that place was cool. I didn't want to grow a tail and ears and hee-haw.
Here it is. Michael Turney. It's because his profile picture is just a logo. It's not even a picture of
Oh,
him.
that's when you know you're so low budget that you're never going to get a job. How racist was that? Am I behind on my Sony payments? These ninjas are like,
That is some racist shit.
April O'Neil,
That Foot Soldier is one of the Ninja Turtles, too.
we want to slap you in the face.
He's only
Shut
been
it.
in 3 things as an actor.
Ah, it's career bombed.
Nothing we've ever heard of. Besides Ninja Turtles. That's it. She's gonna fuck these dudes up.
She's going to try.
I love when they're just like, shut it! Slap her in the face.
And then he just
We
knocked
got
her
a
out.
message for you, bitch.
He just
Keep your
knocked her
fucking mouth
straight the
shut.
fuck out. One hot. Bam. Right in the face. All right, he's got his size back. He's going in there.
How are they all not like shitting themselves? Like, holy fuck. This giant fucking turtle dressed as a man just popped out and started punching me in the face.
Is the backpack to try to hide the hump?
I think
Of
so.
their
You
shell?
would think it would make it more.
It's more apparent.
Noticeable,
Yeah,
I
just
feel
put
like
the
this-
jacket on. You don't need a backpack, you fool. And now they're like, we just got our asses kicked by a giant turtle and we're going to chase him into the sewer.
Maybe he was bringing treats into the movie theater. You know, they don't have a lot of money. He's not going to pay for Milk Duds.
Oh, what is this?
You're a fucking ninja, dude. You didn't hear this, dude?
Yeah, Leo, I'm crazy.
I'm
loony.
okay? I'm
Okay.
crazy.
Because I wanted to redecorate. A couple of throw pillows, a TV news reporter. She got jumped to the subway. I had to bring her here. I wish Corey Feldman would have turned out to be a better person. He's just a weirdo.
Oh, he's so fucking weird looking.
Yeah, he did a lot when he was a kid. He did a huge amount of movies.
Yeah.
And now he's just weird. Oh.
Well, he was one of the first actors to come out and say
freak
that
out.
there was a big pedophile ring going on in the fucking movie industry.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And he did a report with Barbara Walters a few years ago.
And it's a shame that helped kill his career.
And
Because
she
it
was
should've helped
like,
him.
how dare you? Who do you think you are? These people built you and made you a star, and this is what you come out like. You should be ashamed of yourself. And then a whole bunch of other people came out and was like, no, he's telling the truth.
Yeah, the movie industry's so fucking shady.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. Imagine waking up to that shit. Imagine waking up and someone's dragged you into the sewer, and you're surrounded by 4 human-sized turtles and a human-sized rat that can talk. I must have thought I got drugged.
Yeah. How many mushrooms did you make me eat?
Yeah, like,
Why doesn't she ever dream of Harrison Ford? I don't know. Because he's not in this movie.
I mean, this is pretty nice for the sewers. Like, why are there so many stairs and shit? Like, maintenance workers aren't coming down here?
It's abandoned. It's the abandoned part of the sewers.
Yeah,
So
but
was-
I mean,
these
one
are-
of these fucking water mains breaks or something. Like,
Yeah,
they better
for
get
15 years. Nobody's been there for 15 years. This is a secret.
They better get the fuck out of Dodge if something breaks. I always love how they make this look like old footage because it's a flashback.
Right? They did a good job. They did some thinking. These poor turtles walking around in glass. They could cut themselves.
4 baby turtles.
It doesn't have the logo on it. The canister on this one doesn't have the logo. It does in the second one.
TGIR.
TGIR or something
Or
like that.
RI. TGRI. And then they changed it in the show to like TCRI. I don't know why.
Particularly an intellect.
I was like going the ones hopping around going radical, radical, radical,
Yeah.
radical.
One of them spoke. Pizza. Pizza. Pizza.
I love how they just, like, we're going to tell you a backstory. So we'll record this like one of those, like, dramatization shows where it's like, I was attacked in my home. So let me give you a confessional. Like, look at this. Look, he's telling the story of the night someone broke into his house and, you know, attempted to abduct him. The one everyone hates. And Raphael.
And Raphael, he's like, I don't give a shit about this story. I'm just going to pick my teeth with my tool.
Well, he's been listening to it for 15 years every time Splinter's bored. I got some Ninja Turtles videos to show you. College Humor's done some Ninja Turtle cartoon videos. They're fucking hilarious.
College Humor's pretty good.
Where Splinter hates Donatello.
I'm wondering how many times they walked through this water and then had to change out their feet because they got soaked
Yeah.
and sopped and just fell apart. You know, those the leg portions of these costumes went to shit all the time.
Well, she's sitting there freaking out about giant turtles, but she doesn't give a fuck that she's walking through human filth.
Yeah. And she didn't care that turtle was looking straight up her skirt the whole time she was going up those sewer stairs either.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't just water, April.
No.
Like, you probably need to get yourself checked.
Go for it. He came out of that.
Shot
Came
up
out of there like a cannon.
like a torpedo.
So this was her dad's antique shop? Is that what the story is?
Yeah, I believe so.
So she lives upstairs in an antique shop or above an
Like,
antique
how do you
shop.
afford that shit, though? Like, you just afford to pay the property tax without keeping that fucking thrift store open?
Yeah, it's a big building, too.
Yeah.
It's a huge building.
In New York City?
I want to know where they found straws that long. Did she just have them in her house? Well, when they...
I mean, they must have.
I mean, look at the size of that straw.
Maybe it's 2 straws he put together.
Oh, yeah, it could have been. He could have built a straw. Oh,
He's
she's
just-
wearing
he's
Daisy
a-
Dukes.
He's an inventor.
Oh, look, they got Parmesan cheese. Ocean spray juice boxes. Evian water. I love watching the old movies and then picking out all the shit from the time period.
Yeah, like all the old packaging. And
Yeah.
shit. Old see-through Doritos bags and shit.
It's like, how many different things did you need to drink in one shot?
And why is she wearing short shorts? She was like, "Oh, I'm entertaining 4 teenage boys. I need to get more comfortable."
These 4 little horny teenagers need to see my booty. So
That's
I'm throwing
always
some Daisy Dukes.
That has always been a hard sticking point for me with the. I mean, it's even in the title. They never really seem like teenagers to me. Like,
No,
they don't seem like they're young people. They just kind of seem like Leonardo seems like an adult. Raphael seems like an adult that just has anger issues. I mean, the only one that acts childish is Michelangelo, just because he's immature. It doesn't really make him like. They're all jacked up and shit. Like, teenagers don't have that type of physique.
Well, maybe because they're trained and they're supposed to be like.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Disciplined. They act more adult than teenagers.
Yeah, and I mean they're not.
Because they're supposed to be 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
But I mean they got no problem hucking a thermal grenade in someone's face.
Well, when you're a monster.
Yeah, I guess.
These people that walk around this grate like, oh shit, what the fuck was that?
You never heard a monster yell in the sewer before? Keep walking, asshole.
I mean, you've heard the stories about the giant alligator in the New York sewer. You know what's really crazy is they're the same height as her, but in this shot, they all look up at her like she's a giant.
Yeah, I think they're like all on their knees.
I'm like, what are you doing down there? Stand up. They took Splinter. Very out of place for them. Hey, Charles, we'll get your shitbag fucking kid.
You got a son named Danny Charles? I like, how are you gonna do that? Like, I'll let your kid off the hook for fucking robbery if you keep this bitch off my back. It's like, she's just a reporter. She's doing her job. Like,
let her do her job. So, just because her dad owns the antique shop downstairs, she has to have a bunch of weird fucking shit all over her apartment.
and why has her bathrobe got shoulder pads?
Dude,
What the fuck?
just out of the 80s, everybody had shoulder pads. I mean, this is 1990 we're talking about. Shoulder pads were the thing.
In a bathrobe?
I mean, look at this guy. He has shoulder pads.
Reminds me of Murphy Brown.
Yeah, Murphy Brown was... They brought that back for like
An episode.
a quarter of a season, and it failed.
I always liked that lady. I was always shocked she never did more shit.
She's great, but I think their new show was so politically driven that they squashed it.
Yeah.
Every day was a Trump joke. Every day was a presidential joke. And I'm like, no, stop it.
You're supposed to be a fucking ninja. You're hiding under a table that's smaller than you.
Danny, you didn't see what you thought you saw. What?
What's on her bath? Shower curtain.
They're ducks. They're ducks in yellow raincoats.
I thought maybe it was the salt person. What's it?
No, the Mortons.
The salt girl, molten salt girl.
No, it's ducks. It's yellow. Weird. What's he holding on to up there?
Yeah, I don't know. If you don't want anyone to see your bathtub ring, get down and wash it. It's not that fucking hard. A little bit of vinegar and dish soap.
How many days is this kid gonna wear this shirt?
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like the cartoons where nobody changes their outfits.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's a disillusioned youth, so laundry's for the man.
I'm a disillusioned adult. Time to switch to decaf.
She just found out that fucking mutant animals live underneath the roads. Like, give her a break. I think she's handling herself just well.
And you were stealing. Why? Dad, check your wallet. You're about $20 short.
Maybe because I don't seem to have a mom, and you don't spend any fucking time with me.
That's exactly what it is. His dad's a douchebag.
Yeah.
Bleecker Street.
It's like, well,
again.
I guess he's just gone now.
I didn't realize. I never realized that they were on Bleecker Street.
Look at that shit.
All right, let's watch for these superstars that we didn't know were in here.
Oh, yeah. Superstars.
Hey.
Skeet Ulrich.
Skeet Ulrich is awesome.
Fake Johnny Depp and fake Tom Cruise all in one movie. Narc.
Come on, where is he? We're looking.
Well, it said uncredited, so they must just be walking around.
Yeah, they're
you
just
can't
around
tell.
this grump.
Sure, they're in there as uncredited because they said in an interview I was in Ninja Turtles. Got any cigarettes?
Because that's the first question I'd ask.
No.
I mean, my first
Like I
question
said, I
would be
fucking always wanted to hang out here. I would have been fucking sparking up with the rest of them. They're drinking beer and everything. This place is the shit.
What kind
See,
of
it's probably
beer
one of
they
those
drink?
guys.
And this guy's like, yeah, drink up.
I love this motherfucker.
Drink it all.
Go. Play. That could be Scott Wolf. Or Skeet Ulrich.
Nah, Scott Wolf has a distinct look. You'd notice. I think that kid's done that same ramp.
Yeah.
That is the same.
That's what it's there for.
Oh, maybe they're in the fighting ring with them. Nope.
I love this guy. Tatsu.
So they feed him full of beer and cigarettes and pizza and everything else junky for him, and then expect them to learn how to fight.
Yeah, I always thought that, like, if you're training children soldiers, you wouldn't let them smoke cigarettes. Like, you want them in the best shape possible.
We're gonna turn you into ninjas
Yeah.
that wheeze.
Here's a carton of cigarettes and a pack of beer. The fuck?
I guess it's to gain their support. Oh, that was full of Pepsi and Mountain Dew right there.
Well, I guess they all aren't ninjas. Some of them are just thieves.
Oh yeah,
So
they
they're
run
just
around.
punks, little shits.
This was the best costume.
Yeah.
I think the
mean,
best
this whole
costume.
scene, this right here with the music and everything,
Terrifying.
fucking scared the shit out of me as a kid. I was like, holy shit, the Shredder is real.
Oh, his helmet was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this movie doesn't get the credit it deserves for anything. Costuming, fucking spot on designs.
Yeah, it was absolutely followed the comics to a T.
You look at the detail in his cape. It just looks like a guy's rag from out, but if you look at it, that. It's not just black and those are shiny. Like, those shiny parts are on there.
Yep.
Painted on there. Just look how if you ran into that dude, you would shit your fucking pants.
And then they went and ruined it when he did the Super Shredder.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing all
Kevin
up.
Nash.
Kevin Nash is a
Super
beautiful
Shredder.
man.
I love Kevin Nash. He's fucking hilarious.
He is fantastic in everything he's been. He's getting so old though.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch him age.
Go even if you don't like wrestling, just go on YouTube and look up Kevin Nash interviews. He's so entertaining just to listen to, and he'll talk about anything.
I didn't realize he was the big Russian guy in The Punisher because they shaved his head. He made him look like an albino, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy's jacked. And then I read it was Kevin Nash. I'm like, holy shit.
He's been on a ton of shit. He's the doorman in one scene in John Wick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, John Wick like sneaks up behind him, puts a gun to his head, and he's like, "It's all good, you can go in." He's like a Russian. Always plays a Russian.
Well, he does a good job with it. I'll tell you the worst movie I've seen him in
What's that?
was the Magic Mike movies.
Yeah.
He's funny in those movies,
Tarzan.
but that son of a bitch can't dance.
Yeah. No, well, because his knees are fucking shot.
Yeah.
And everything else.
So he's just up on stage like gyrating like an idiot, and it's like, oh, you look like a moron, but you're huge. With that jungle hair of his, it's like all the way down to his friggin' elbows.
Yeah, and dyed black because his hair is all white.
I am your father. Vader?
Well, I guess he does want them all to become ninjas.
Well, you can become a ninja and
Smart,
not be good at
get lung
fighting.
cancer. I mean, yeah.
just if you're good at stealing shit, you're good.
I mean, I guess you don't need good cardio just to kick someone in the face, but I mean, you're supposed to vanish real fast. You kind of you need the cardio.
I think I've seen a cartoon where some of the foot soldiers were fat.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, come on.
These
Turtles.
And this rat motherfucker. Look at him now. He's just got another Sid Vicious shirt on.
You know this kid didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Pompous little shit.
Oh, so he rats them out, yeah?
How are you gonna deliver a news report about yourself being attacked? Like, hey, I was jumped in the parking lot last night.
Well, it's
Our security
first-hand
here
account.
sucks. Well, I guess actually she was jumped twice. She was jumped on the subway too.
Oh yeah, yeah. By the same clan. Oh, she calling his ass out. Chief Stearns, you better watch out. Rachel's coming for you. Doesn't matter what her boss says.
Her name is not Rachel.
God damn it! Why do I keep saying it's
April
April?
O'Neil, motherfucker.
Listen. It's been a long.
She is a national treasure.
I want to apologize to all of you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans out there.
I like how he's like, she's a babe, but it's like, she's not very dolled up to be on TV.
No,
she's wearing a
messed
blouse
up
like
hair
she's
and a
on a cooking
scrunchie
show, and her hair's a fucking mess.
Not to mention she's got all those freckles showing.
And no one's like, you met someone in real life named Raphael? I like that hucks it right as a nuts.
They're like,
hiya!
And it looked real.
Yeah.
It looked real.
I think it was real.
That
Thing's
guy's
not
got
even
some
sharp
good aim.
either. It would have bounced off.
Oh, yeah. It's blunt.
You know what those things are for? They're for, I think they're for, like, digging up roots. Like, same with with nunchucks are, they call them, like, rice, I can't remember what they call it, like flyers or something. You're supposed to, like, whip them around in rice paddies, and it knocks the rice off out of the plant, and then you can collect it in the water.
So that's what they were originally made for, but then
and
they were adapted.
Adopted for martial arts. Same with the size. You're supposed to, like, that's why they have the two little prongs. You're supposed to dig it in the ground and then, like, twist it. And it, like, snaps roots off and stuff. Good. Great. We don't need you. Because I'm an asshole.
Is he eating pork rinds?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I always wonder what he's eating.
Pork rinds are
It's
disgusting.
like the world's smallest Slim Jim.
Well, in his hands they would be, because Slim Jims are tiny.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like a fucking
I'm mad, I'm going to do cartwheels.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Look at that old-ass Gatorade bottle.
It's in a glass bottle.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them being in glass bottles. Holy shit.
You think he stole that? I mean, he's supposed to be a good guy, but does he look like he has money? He's wearing the same clothes as he was fucking 4 days ago.
Oh, no, Casey Jones broke his shit, sleeps in his car.
Looks like he doesn't wipe his ass. He's a grown man, he's wearing sweatpants. People can see you up there, dude.
Yeah.
This looks like Cats. I read this thing today about, because Cats was such a bomb, that movie remake of the theater play. Seth Rogen's in quarantine, so he got
stoned.
He got really stoned and sent out like 30 tweets about the fucking movie.
There's a whole write-up about the guy that had to digitally go in and remove the buttholes.
Yeah.
Who would even put the buttholes on the costumes to start with?
I don't know if I'd watch it for that. It's not costumes. Everything is CGI. So they CGI put in buttholes, and he had to go in and CGI take back out the buttholes.
I thought they were in costume.
No, they're all CGI. I like his tweet where he said, out of respect, I won't say anything about Idris Elba in this movie, because Idris Elba's got coronavirus.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah. Nothing better happened to that man. He's a national treasure, and he belongs in my heart, because I love him. You ever seen Luther?
I've never watched it.
Season 1's fucking fantastic.
I'll find it. I'll look at it. Oh, there goes your weapons.
There goes your size, bro. Where do they get them? How do they get them back? Because they just haul ass out of here. Like, I always hated these shitty cartoons they're watching. Like that fucking, like, Rocky and Bullwinkle company, whoever made that shit.
Yeah, see, they were what I grew up on.
Professor Dog or whatever the fuck his name was. Sherman and Professor Oak or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, I always hated that shit.
They just did a new version of that.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. I can't remember what it was called. How do you expect to beat me?
Well, yeah, I mean, you just kicked the shit out of about 8 guys.
Good answer. Good answer.
Just fucking haul, just keep going.
Oh, so she does keep it open part-time for her dad.
Yeah.
So that's how she sells 1 or 2 things a week and can pay the rent in New York? Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Some sort of brothel being around.
I mean, even in 1990, the rent in New York was obnoxious.
For a storefront property? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just to keep the heat and electricity on in that place is just ridiculous.
I like how they're down here and like, yes, April, we also live in filth. We also live in a cluttering mess.
Oh. Oh.
This scene always made me so sad because Raphael's my favorite.
He does it all the time. It's like Raphael's so moody, he takes off.
Yeah. He throws hissy fits all the time when we make fun of him for no reason.
Way to make a mess in April's house. God damn it. I'm stuck on
Rachel?
it. I don't know.
You watch Friends last night?
I did.
Oh, jeez.
No, I didn't. I don't know. Rachel, I don't know why I want to say Rachel all the time.
Can't just open the door?
April? No, of course not.
Jesus.
Why? You lose the element of surprise if you don't kick it in.
Raised in a barn?
No, they were raised in an abandoned warehouse.
Well, these motherfuckers were born in the sewer and they got better manners.
Fellow chucker, eh?
I like how they just all sit there and they're like, yeah, well, we're going to do this. We're going to tolerate this.
We're just going to play.
I never noticed that guy has size.
Yeah. Well, they had to go weapon for weapon in this, I think. You know, each turtle had his offensive guy with the same weapon.
Must be so annoying to be on camera and just be like, just grunt a lot while you're doing this. Like Power Rangers. Everything they do, they're like, keep practicing.
Like slapstick comedy.
See, and there's nothing wrong with this. So what did the parents groups have to bitch about? It's not like he was stabbing people.
No.
He was just gonna give him a fucking diamond cutter. The RKO for you newer generation out there.
Was that the DDP or?
Yeah, DDP's finisher, the diamond cutter.
That was awesome. And now he's he does
DDP yoga.
DDP yoga.
It's not your mama's yoga.
No. People are like, he's really changed my life.
Yeah, apparently it's real good shit.
We should do it.
Yeah.
We should do it, and then we should
DDPY. We'll live stream that shit.
We'll live stream it. I could use it. I'm a little portly around the middle. I could use some DDP.
All the positions are like named after wrestling shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everyone does love Vanna, Mikey. You got a point.
Everybody loved Vanna back in 1990. Now she's just old.
Psh, she still looks good.
Yeah, because the doctors have done so much plastic surgery on her face.
It's not my problem.
She's preserved. I'm surprised they're still on.
Yeah, I mean, Jeopardy's still going strong, too. It'll be a sad day when those shows are over. They've been on my whole life. I'm shit at Wheel of Fortune, but I'm pretty good at Jeopardy.
I'm shit at all of them.
How's there already ninjas in the basement? Did you see that shit? There's a guy standing there.
They were looking for some knowledge down in the
I guess Tatsu
thrift shop.
Like, what's up, bro?
Every one of these turtles is like, son of a bitch.
Fuck me, dude.
We've done this already.
We're
God.
one guy down. We gotta, like, how are they all just protecting? Like, they have swords. Nobody's just gonna walk up and stab April in the throat. Tatsu here should take a fucking, shuriken and just start stabbing motherfuckers.
You see there's a pinata up there. It's like, who has a pinata?
Smack.
In an antique shop. Nobody. And everything down there's so dusty. It's like, why is it dusty?
You don't collect antique pinatas?
No. Do you?
I mean, I guess I could. Now the real fun starts.
Hits him with a board.
Where is he? There it is.
What's going on? What?
I wish Casey Jones had been a real adult New Yorker in this movie. He'd just be like, "What's up, fuckers?"
Yeah.
See, you're fucking with my boy down there.
My little green pal.
What's up, bitch?
Hey, hubba. Wayne Gretzky on steroids? That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, he just looks so cool.
Yeah, his mask is phenomenal.
This poor son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're done.
Parents can complain about this. That dude definitely died.
Oh, yeah.
He just got electrocuted today.
Died and started a fire in a very flammable building.
Yeah, and I guess everybody that's unconscious here is going to die. And this building goes down. See, and nobody's walking over being like, "What are you doing?"
Hold on. Help me, there used to be a trap door There's, if it used to be there, it should still be there.
It might have magically disappeared.
It might have just. Oh, I think my dad might have taken it away. I don't remember them escaping through a trap door, but that's pretty cool. I'll cover you. Get out. Good idea.
Hey, April, you're fired. Fired to keep your son from going to jail. You're fired for pissing off the chief of police. Like, that... It's supposed to be unbiased news reporting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Walmart to fire me because I don't want to go to that place. Because of the coronavirus. I'm not even open. I just stand there for 12 hours. It sucks. Ninja vanish! But pick up your friends first. Hey, look, the first Ninja Turtle van.
Yep. I was always shocked that they didn't have a turtle van in any of these other movies.
Well, that's because it was only for the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, her daddy's building's burning down.
Yeah, but I mean, think of the insurance money she'll get.
Right? Man, that corner building right there,
Yeah.
you know
Millions.
it's millions of dollars to keep that open.
It's got that water tower on the top. I mean, that'll probably put out most of the fire.
That's
Here
what
it
those
comes.
water
Holy
towers
shit.
were for
Look at this menace.
originally.
There's Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and the Shredder. That's terrifying.
He walks
masks.
faster than all of them.
Yeah.
Oh man, he just straight up punches Splinter right in the face.
Yeah, with blades on his hands.
So like, listen here, motherfucker. How do they know how to fight like
Because I
this?
taught them, bitch.
Well, do you remember me? Yeah?
Look at that. That's fucking crazy. I like how Tatsu, like, feels bad.
Does he feel bad, or does he just look like
Look,
that?
he's, like, sad. He's, like, disgusted at it.
He's disgusted at himself for not killing the turtles. I'm mad.
Yeah, I guess he could just be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, I think he's ashamed of
I always
himself
took
for...
it as he was sad that Splinter was being tortured.
No, that's Danny's problem.
Yeah, I guess.
I think he's mad because they failed to get the turtles. So
This scene right here had to be edited. Watch this.
what do you mean it had to be edited?
I'll show you.
Oh, is that Lou Ferrigno?
No, it's Scott Wolf. Right here, right? And they check on him, right? You'll be all right. That part was added. Originally, he was supposed to be dead.
Oh.
He beat that man to death.
Oh.
And then they had to fucking A-team it to be like, are you okay? Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, we had to throw in some make it rated PG what?
Yeah. I love this too. It's like, I got you kidnapped. Well, I didn't get you kidnapped, but, you know, I just got you boys assaulted. I'm going to come make friends with you. Like, you ain't righting your wrongs here, schmuck. Look at this dude. He's all bloodied up. He just had a fucking knife to his throat.
So now that the rat's talking to him, now that Splinter's having a good old heart-to-heart, he feels bad? I mean, shitbag's a shitbag.
But, I mean, it does show you, I guess, like, just how Splinter is, like, the best. Even, like, he probably knows this dude fucked up. I mean, you can see him wearing this fucking Shredder's symbol right on his head. He's just caring, fatherly type.
All fathers care for their sons.
I mean, not the ones that go out for milk and never come back.
Reminds me of something on Facebook I saw the other day that said, with this quarantine, everybody's coming home.
Yeah.
My dad came home 30 years after he went out for those cigarettes.
Yeah, I saw that too. This whole scene, this whole thing. Nipples.
Yeah, that's all she has.
Yeah. The Ninja Turtle show that just ended like 2 years ago. That was really big. Not this new abortion that's out there. But they did a whole season where they escaped to this exact farmhouse.
Oh, yeah?
But it's Leonardo who's unconscious, and then they had to wait for him to wake up and stuff.
I think I slightly remember seeing that.
I watched an episode of We Bare Bears with the kids the other day, and they do like a shot-for-shot shortened version of this entire movie. Like when they attack the turtle's house near the end, and the foot soldiers are like sliding on their bellies into the sewer and shit. It's those exact, like, they just like traced over the frame. And like the music's like the same.
What is the show called?
We Bear Bears. It's on Cartoon Network. It's pretty funny. They make all sorts of references that you would get.
I would have to watch it.
Bears.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's great. Broadzilla.
Oh, Casey Jones is he has no idea how to talk to women.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, bitch, you go fix the fucking van. He's like, I'm sorry, I told you were gonna be fired.
I think it's funny they have a lovers quarrel and they're not even. Yeah. They've only been in a room together for 5 minutes.
Yeah, where's that scene? Where they just hardcore start fucking in the kitchen or something.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If this was a rated R movie, it would have happened.
Yeah. He's ripping her skirt up and sticking it to her over the sink.
You would have seen that lack of boobage.
I always wanted one of these drawings. Like, I wonder if I can find it in, like, a painting.
You might.
Because I think they're cool. Like the one with Leonardo sleeping in the chair. I'd get that and put it on the wall.
It's like scene for scene, though. She drew exactly what they shot.
Yeah, I wonder who actually drew those. I wonder if it was like the costume designers or if they got the actual comic creators to draw them.
How does he know how to fix cars? I mean, was he a mechanic before he...
Who?
Casey.
Oh, I mean, I guess he's just handy, and Donatello was like a fucking engineer, so...
Domehead.
Like, they don't really explain how he gets so smart.
Elf lips. He calls him elf lips. I suppose. I mean, with hair.
I want a rated R remake of this.
That'd be phenomenal.
It would be fan-fucking-tastic.
That would be awesome.
And it's just like, hey, douchebag, shut the fuck up. He's like, hey,
they
fuck
should,
your mother.
If they're going to do another one, they should do a rated R version of the Turtles.
Yeah.
That would go, I think for me, it would go over for adults.
Or at least make a movie like this again. Where it's, it's edgy. It's, it's for this is for everybody.
Yeah,
that's what they don't get, is that the kids don't understand the violence. Like, they're not seeing it, like, what they're seeing is good conquering over evil, which is what you want. It's not gory or anything.
Why would they put him in a bathtub that's half the size of the turtle? Keep him wet?
Yeah, they do wet him down.
But, I mean, he's hanging out of it like it's way too small for him to be in.
Yeah.
It's like, put him in a bed, get some wet towels.
I mean, maybe this is where he's comfortable. He's a fucking turtle. I mean, he could at least take his elbow pads off.
But he's done. He's like out cold. He's like in a coma.
Yeah. Well, you can't take the elbows pads off of somebody?
No,
that
they're
kid
part of the...
passes out on the couch, I could still put him in his pajamas.
They're part of the costume, see? You take those elbow pads off, they lose their whole arm.
I like how he just seems to be a lazy fuck, but it's like he's in pretty good shape. Like, he could be working out with them, learning some shit. He's sitting around doing nothing.
I know plenty of people that look ripped, but they're super just ridiculously lazy.
Yeah, that's true.
And shitbags.
Sometimes it's just genetic.
Yeah, genetic shitbag.
Lucky assholes.
Babe, sweet cakes. Does he call her princess?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's princess.
Where's the rated R version? What's up, sugar tits?
Sweatpants and a wife beater.
Yeah. And he must smell like shit.
Yeah,
a 30-year-old man walking around in sweatpants in the summer all day.
Yeah, he looks like he smells like shit.
Yeah. Didn't go running water out there? I mean, I guess the bathtub's full.
Yeah.
Go outside and spray yourself with a hose, you fucking pig. There he is.
Hey, he's awake.
I'm sure this is the first
You're
one he
awake.
wants to see.
How do you feel?
You got me jumped because you were an asshole and I had to excuse myself like a gentleman. And then you all sit around and talk about my rage issues.
He wants some food.
Give me some fucking pizza, you animals.
Yeah. Out there?
Put me in a fucking bathtub?
I don't think Domino's delivers out there.
You guys didn't hear me screaming for help on the roof? I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. Did you find my weapons?
Oh God, he's wobbly on his feet.
Yeah. Here comes the part where you can see him in his mouth. When Donatello laughs, you can see it, and it's horrendous.
Really?
Yeah. Here it comes. Watch, he's gonna talk. You can see the face in there at one part.
I saw a tongue.
Yep, there it was.
Oh.
There it is. Oh,
God!
It's like an alien.
It looked like an alien.
You gotta see the paused image too. It's fucking terrifying.
You know, I've seen the paused image, and I thought it was like somebody drew shit in there. I didn't realize that was real.
Oh my god.
That is frightening.
You look like a gaping butthole.
I ate a face. It looked like 2 eyes and a mouth in there. It's like,
There's a whole lot of teeth in there.
that was freaky.
But I mean, good for the 90 minutes, and that's the only time that you see that shit.
Well, that in the hand. That was it.
That's not bad.
No, and that was so quick.
And you got to be looking for that hand real hard.
Yeah, because that's super. Just a half a second, it's on screen. There's something about the way you explain the fighting. Something from the past.
He's just so good.
He's thinking really hard. Look, another hat.
I love this training scene with the music and stuff. I wish we could turn the volume up on this, but we can't because it'll come over the mics.
Everybody gets a montage.
It's just so great.
80s montages or 90s montages were the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody had a montage.
Well, and it's like this right here. I mean, they seem to be training. This was just me as a kid out in the yard with a fucking stick.
That is not for cutting vegetables.
You got all this other shit kicking around the house. You don't have a knife?
Does this woman ever not wear skimpy outfits?
Yeah. Now Casey Jones is about to sexually assault this woman in the kitchen.
Well, she's asking for it.
Well, that's not a thing. Look at this. Look at it. She fights him off. He's
Bam!
like, no,
Sit down, bitch. I'm going to rub your shit.
take it. That's not right. A very tumultuous relationship here. You know, if Mikey hadn't walked in, his hands would have run right down to those boobs.
Yep.
I mean, that's my go-to move when I give my lady rubbing.
Ointment?
As
No.
a kid, I always thought this was fucking hilarious.
Turtle wax.
Because I knew what turtle wax was, so I was like, heh heh heh.
He's going to go wax his turtle. We all know what that means. Oh, yeah.
Like, doesn't that look relaxing? Like, I wish I could just be out in the middle of the woods fucking
Sitting on a stump.
taking a minute.
Doesn't he connect with Shredder during this? Or Splinter?
That'd be fucking cool if he was mind battling Shredder.
Yeah, look at him. He's connecting with Splinter. He's like,
yeah.
oh.
Look at Splinter. Yeah.
I see you. Ah, shit!
Yeah. Holy
A
fuck.
power I didn't know I had.
Yeah. I mean, and I've never even second guessed the scene and stuff because I just like it. Like, it doesn't make any sense that they'd be able to communicate, but I don't care. It's just fun.
It's zen. It's
And
very zen.
It's heartfelt, and it's such a nice message. And it pulls on the heartstrings.
Yeah.
This scene here, they're all fucking crying and shit. Oh, gets me every time. Look at
Pull
him.
yourself together.
You dragged us out here for nothing. I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you, dude. I'm fully recovered now. I took out about 20 of those ninjas. You know he was faking that story. Like, oh yeah, you guys fought a bunch, but I mean, I must took her 30 or 40 of them by myself up there.
So now they're all going to try to connect?
Yeah, now they're all gonna meditate. I'd love it if three of them could see it, and Raphael's just sitting there all pissed off. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, look, it's those flaming things I put in a fire this summer.
Yeah, I always thought that was so cool looking. Like, how did they do it in there?
Copper?
Switch it over to another chemical.
Copper and rubber.
Yeah.
Take a copper pipe about this long, throw a rubber hose in there. You got little drill holes in the copper pipe.
Yeah.
And the chemical reaction between the rubber burning and the copper does that.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I try that out.
Yeah.
But of the mind. I love how he's there. Like, he's projecting. They all got their eyes closed. You guys are missing some cool shit right here.
That's so true.
And how do they do that? You know what I mean? They just, like, I don't know. Like, they just lay film layers over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I wish I knew the secrets of Hollywood, and then I'd be a movie editor. Now I'm just commentating on shit.
That's so nice.
Aw.
Maybe it comes from my age.
It'd be great, yeah, if all of them, stop meditating, and Ralph's like, "Do you guys see something?
This ain't fucking working. What are we just sitting here
The
like
fuck,
idiots
man?
for?
Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear shit.
Michelangelo's crying and shit.
Aww. Oh, he's crying out of the eye holes.
Yeah. Maybe it's the real actor crying because he's sweating his ass off.
I'm sure
He's had to piss for the last 4 hours and he's about to die.
Aww.
They're holding hands, they're touching faces.
Aww. Got real touchy-feely for a second there.
They think their dad's gonna die.
Aww. Well, I mean...
It is weird they still call him Splinter. It's like, why don't you just call him Dad? Like, he is your dad.
What's he doing now? So he was going to be a hockey player?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've never seen a hockey player wear that mask.
No. I've never seen a hockey player wear the Jason mask either.
But
everyone knows it as a hockey mask.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. It's time to go like a superhero, this one.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Michelangelo's standing there like, I fucking guess. And where are they? Like, where are they? I mean, I guess they're going back into the sewer, but like...
Yeah, then Casey doesn't want to go down there, so he stays in the truck.
I love this scene. It's like, you're claustrophobic. He's like, I never looked at another man in my life.
Again, they said some racist shit. They said some racy stuff, but nobody mentioned it. Nobody, because it was always just second nature. First is the farm that time forgot. Yeah, like whose house was that? Was that Rachel's? God damn it, April's.
You're never gonna live this down.
No, I'm not. This is awful. Was it April's family?
Yeah.
Home?
Yeah. See, how the fuck did this little dude find out about this shit? Like, he didn't know. All he knew was that there was turtles that he saw in a mirror. He didn't know they fucking lived in the sewer. He didn't know where that shit was. Leonardo should just stab through that fucking thing.
Leave him alone. It's Danny. Danny, you're a shitbag.
Yeah, where's your headband now, dickhead?
Your father's gonna have kittens. Who says that? Because she can't say your father's gonna have a shit fit.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
so
our rated R cut that we're gonna make.
They're in the sewer and there's a telephone in a booth.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, you didn't notice that? He was ordering pizza.
Yeah, that's true. But here's my problem.
Where'd he get it? How'd he set it up?
Why does the sewer have all the amenities of something way up on the...
There it is. I never looked at another
That means you're afraid of enclosed areas. Afraid? Where does he put his mask when he's not wearing it?
I don't know. Maybe he lost it in the fire because he never puts it back on.
Yeah, because that shit does not fit in his back pocket.
No.
I'm gonna go sleep in the truck.
In enclosed space. Yeah, why would you be claustrophobic down there? It's not very enclosed. I mean, that fucking sewer house looks bigger than my apartment.
It's huge.
My apartment's pretty big.
It's huge.
I love it. Do you think I could have one of these? I'm gonna get you guys caught again.
Yeah, you shouldn't have anything, Danny. You're
leftover pizza. Like, people think it's just cool to be walking around the fucking sewer in New York. Like, you all have AIDS. Like, you all have gotten AIDS. You're walking around in that fucking shit.
Oh, it's got mold on it.
Like, none of them are like, oh god, it smells down here. Like, look at that. There's just an open hole of water right there. Probably full of rat shit. And they're putting their food right down there.
What is New York?
It's disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves.
I think I would rather sleep in the sewer than the front of that smelly old truck that was in a barn for like 50 years.
Yeah, the upholstery's torn up, but I mean, it's pretty nice looking for being in there. I mean, the window, look at the window. The window's filthy.
He drove that, and you can't even see through it.
I mean, maybe it's steam from him breathing, but...
I don't know. It looks like dirt.
This boy's all sorts of conflicted.
He doesn't know what he wants.
He's a fucking ginger. Look, he took his shoes off down there? fucking gross, dude. Burn those socks.
Soulless ginger.
Hope you didn't have any cuts on your feet. You definitely have hepatitis.
So he feels bad. He goes down to the sewer. He talks to them, and then he doesn't feel bad anymore.
I love these movies. Like, this is kind of meant to be a nothing movie, but it's so fucking good. And all these scenes, like, just the thought process of Casey Jones would be the one to fucking follow this punk back to the
Absolutely.
hangout. And it, like, because he fits right in. Like, and I love that he's the one that slays Splinter and shit. Like, it's just so great.
So what does this kid want? What does Danny want?
He just got
That's
nowhere
the biggest,
to go. Because
that's the
his
biggest
dad's a
question. He hates his
scumbag.
dad. Wants to be a good guy, but can't help but go back to the bad guy. You know why? He's thirsty.
Yep.
He wants a soda.
Yep. Needs those cigarettes.
Needs cigarettes.
They got him hooked on the cigarettes.
And they have all these video games. I want video games like that.
Well, I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to go there? You know?
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
I got a personal arcade with pool tables and free cigarettes and soda and anything else I want. All I gotta do is steal some shit.
yeah. Oh, a
That's-
basketball court.
That's right up for any. Like, and they'll teach me how to kill people. And I get to talk to this giant rat.
JVC, does that even exist as an electronics company anymore?
I mean, I think so, but it's like low rent shit now.
Everything's gone.
Just
low
like
rent.
RCA and everything.
Everything
else.
used to be pretty good. JVC was good. RCA was fantastic. Then Radio Shack started, before they went out of business, they started selling a lot of RCA stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, ugh.
Yeah, RCA. When I was working at Walmart, RCA was a good brand, and by the time I left, it was like name brand shit. Like it was like store brand shit.
Yeah.
The size of that rat. I always like, look at this dude, right? That's his master, all jacked up, karate master, right? And then that's the Shredder, his rival, right? That's his master and his lady.
It's all grainy.
Oh, her name's Tang.
It's a, oh! Last name Tang, first name Poon. Saki?
Hiroku Saki.
Harokusaki.
But look how much of a normal dude he looks like here. He killed his woman. I mean, that's pretty intense for a kid's movie. Murdering two people. You know
No
what I mean?
blood.
Like that.
Oh, there's some blood.
There's some blood. But he scratched the fuck out of his face.
I'm gonna get you.
How can you can be skilled enough to kill two people, right? But this motherfucker swings at a rat and only cuts his ear off.
I mean, you gotta be pretty skilled to just hit the ear. Maybe that's what he was only
but,
aiming at.
I mean, he
I'm
should
gonna
have
teach you a
his whole
lesson.
fucking head off.
Yeah, he would have taken him, cut him in half.
Oroku Saki. No one really knows. It'd be great if Splinter realized that and was like, "Oh shit!" Like didn't realize until then. It's all coming together in my mind.
Let me tell you a story about the oh fuck.
Starts
Great.
panicking. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh Jesus Christ! Get me off this cage.
Look how fast Casey changed. He's like Hitman.
Yeah. Oh, so now Danny's like, yeah.
Fuck this.
Oops.
Guess who's behind him? The scariest motherfucker in the world.
Does
Look at that.
Does the Shredder
you
even
drop
know?
my shit on the ground? I'll cut a motherfucker.
where have you been?
See, this part right here always got my fucking anxiety up. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
I'd have pissed myself if
He's
this
gonna
man was in my
fucking
face.
kill him. Look at that. He's got fucking razor hands.
And instead,
This is oddly sexual.
dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna grab something out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know that was in his ass pocket?
Well, I saw it from when he was turned around.
I guess. Pretty long t-shirt for that.
What is this shit?
You're gonna sign that and date it and shit. Like, don't need anyone to know these things exist, but here's some artwork. I drew this for you to fold in half.
How do you know they're back? They could still be out at the farm.
Yeah, he could have fucking drawn that himself. And they just leave this little shit alive. Like, you didn't stab him right then and there.
Oh, no, they would have killed him right then and there.
Yeah.
They would have.
Shredder would have put that spike right up through the bottom of his mouth. Look at him. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut up. Recognize me, you little fuck? We met for about 5.5 minutes.
They're gonna kill Splinter.
Casey's like, all right.
And Casey's like,
I'm still wearing my sweatpants under this outfit. This scene right here. They redid this whole scene in that bear show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I
And
wonder
they're
what
just
they
coming out
used.
of
Like, is
nowhere.
this just a set? This sewer thing? Like, they're not in the real sewer.
No,
obviously.
I think it was all made.
Well, that's a pretty cool set to build.
Yeah. Very detailed.
Yeah.
Very detailed.
This movie's just so great. I don't give a shit if I keep saying it. Like, I will never not love this movie.
No, I will. This
Like,
will
I'll be
always have a
80.
special place.
I'll be 80 years old watching this shit.
Eat an apple.
In the sewer.
Ugh.
There's probably a half-eaten apple that was just floating around.
Yeah, it was,
This filthy freak put it in his mouth.
It washed down the sewer drain.
Tiger Bomb.
Tiger Bomb is it's like that.
What, did he not know that was a rat? That he was a rat? He knew his name was Splinter. No one was like, oh, by the way,
Yeah,
he's a 5-foot-tall rat.
he about shit his pants. Tiger Bomb is almost like that bag bomb stuff that you can get.
Yeah.
My parents had.
No, I
both.
know what Tiger Bomb is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he knew what it was.
Just keep the chain around his body there. He's only been strung up for about 5 weeks. Like, who's been feeding him? Tatsu?
Rats can
Tatsu
go a
down
long
there
time without eating, right?
wiping his ass? Or does he still just shit like really big pellets?
Big pellets. like ostrich egg pellets coming out of this rat's booty.
That would just be a mess. Sitting there pissing himself.
You never think about that in all these movies where people are held hostage.
Yeah.
They never have a
Covered in
realistic place of where they piss and
their own,
shit.
Covered in their own filth. Yeah.
Just little private team miss might help clear that up. Parker Brothers, those board games.
Damn.
Casey, you're about to get your fucking head split
Like he'd
if you
just
don't
be
pay
like
attention.
slapping him and shit. Like, maybe that's why they took a scene of him beating that child to death. I wonder how he feels about this movie, because people love him from this. Like, Casey Jones is a lot of people's favorite parts from this. I'm sure he probably still enjoys hearing about it. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's not embarrassed about it. Probably the best thing he's ever done.
Why would he be embarrassed? It's probably one of his most famous roles.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to act. Like, this was the highest grossing independent movie at the time. And for a long time. Because it made like fucking $200 million.
And it just launched this whole...
Yeah, I mean, the Ninja
This
Turtles
whole
were
thing.
already taken over. I had so many... I didn't... Not, I mean, compared to other people, probably not. But I had, like, my favorite toys as a little kid. I remember, like, my 4th birthday, I got, like, 4 different Ninja Turtles toys, and I was over the fucking moon. I had Astronaut Raphael.
Nice.
I had Donatello, Detective Donatello. So he was just dressed like Raphael from this movie with the trench coat and the hat. And I was
Nice.
always like, why isn't this Raphael? Like, this is what he looks like in the movie.
We have all 4 of the originals
Yeah.
still, and I think we have a Splinter. I'm not sure if we have a Shredder.
Yeah, I mean, I was prime age to be taken over by this shit.
And we have an April.
But
April.
I never had any of the cool stuff. I never had the blimp or the fucking van or any of that.
I never
shit.
had any of that. I had the dolls themselves. My parents would get the dolls. But my wife is the one that has the toys. She's had them. She's had them since she was a little girl. So
Yeah.
I think because I was like 14 when this came out.
Yeah.
Oh no, in 90?
90.
Shoot, no, I was like
16? You're born, what,
16?
74? 73?
Yeah. So I was 17 when this came out. That's why I didn't have the toys myself.
Yeah. I was only 3 when this came out, so not even. I was about to turn 3.
Yeah, my wife was born in 84.
Yeah. Yeah, so she was 6.
Yeah, so that's why she has them all still, and I never really had them. I had them. When it came to these, I think it was like for my 16th birthday. I think when my parents bought me like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I didn't have them all. So this was like right coming out of my teen years. But I still enjoyed this movie. Like,
And it's so crazy the things I learned as an adult. Like seeing how cheap action figures are for the most part, and how cheap they are now means they were even cheaper when I was a kid. You know, action figure was probably $4 when I was a little kid, and my parents would very rarely buy me that shit. And I don't mean very rarely as in once in a while at the store. I mean very rarely as in it's what I asked for every birthday and Christmas, and very rarely did I ever actually receive action figures. And it's like, all I wanted was Ninja Turtles and Batman and Spider-Man toys. I'd only get them like if the toy store was going out of business or something.
I remember straight out asking my parents for Transformers when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then one Christmas, my mom got me this giant box. And I kept pulling out these robots. And every one of them was a GoBot. And I'm like, I wanted to look her in the face and be like, what the fuck, Mom?
Can you read?
These are Transformers? No. These are GoBots. But it was the GoBot that actually stacked together and made a giant... You put 6 of them together and made a giant robot.
Yeah, like a Devastator type of thing.
Yeah, and it was cool. Don't get me wrong, it was cool. And then everybody in the family was like, well, what does Ben want for Christmas? And my cousin Heidi bought me one of the same exact ones my mom got me, so I had 2 of this one car.
Jesus.
And it was awful.
Monsters.
Ugh.
Well, I had the same problem, but I didn't even get knockoffs. All I ever wanted was the fucking robots from the Power Rangers, the Zords. And
Those are
never.
I was too old for
Just never got even one, let alone all 5 to connect together. My cousin used to come up once.
Those are expensive though.
Like once a year, and he had them all, and he'd bring a duffel bag, and I'd always be fucking around with them. I was like, must be nice.
My friend had the original Millennium Falcon from the first. I think it came out. I don't think it came out after Star Wars. It came out after Empire Strikes Back. They put out this giant Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And he had it, and I wanted one so bad.
See, why do they go one by one? Like, just roll up on this dude and beat him to death. Like, there's 4 of you. It doesn't have to be fair. And if you had 2 swords, why would your first and only maneuver be to jump, arms extended out at somebody? Those are for swiping, not for lunging. See, I bet those guys are just in these scenes right here in the background.
Yeah. Look, why isn't he attacking them while they're sitting there huddling?
Yeah. Well, you guys figure this out. Figure out that it's a better idea to attack me all at once. Like, just circle him and start swinging.
Yeah. Well, are you done thinking about your approach? All right, let's go, guys.
Now all 4 of them are attacking. They still get the shit kicked out of themselves. Like, and if he's that skilled of a fighter, like, why, right now, why isn't he just stabbing the fuck out of him? Like, why is he just tripping him up and shit? Run him through. Like, you're supposed to be a cold motherfucker. Like, you had your sword right up to Splinter's throat. Oh, cheaters.
Leftovers.
Casey commits so many crimes in this movie for a good guy. Grand Theft Auto. I mean, he fucking murders a dude at the end of this movie. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen this 30-year-old movie. Yeah, so this movie originally came out in theaters March 30th, 1990. And it changed my life forever because it was amazing. Yeah, I think this is the only time any of them hit anybody. Right there. That's it.
Yeah. You hit him in the back, but you don't see a cut or anything. So.
Parents groups lost their shit.
Oh, he cut his arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
my.
no blood or anything.
Well, he's wearing red, so it blends in.
Not like he cut his arm off. It had a name.
You lie.
Do I? Fucking love this shit.
He just freaks out. Ah! Don't fight angry, man.
Flip him.
Never fight angry.
See, rated R version, he'd be like, fuck.
Rated R version, he would have thrown that sigh into friggin' Shredder's
Right into his
face.
eyeball.
Like, yeah, weapons. Done. I'm about to kill you dead. Now your fate.
You think the three of them couldn't take you without weapons? They just pin you down with that fucking stick.
I mean, seriously, they got hard shells. They should be able to just bowling ball his ass right off that building.
Orokosake.
We met many years ago. Hamato Yoshi.
I love how it's taken him this long to realize, like, holy shit, you did this to my face.
Yeah, you couldn't tell because he was missing a fucking ear.
I mean, I saw a small rat once that knew martial arts, and I never put this together.
Blows my mind.
Look at skilled fighter, I'm just gonna run at you. And that's my only game plan. There's no defense, there's no counterattack to his...
He flips over that building like a puppet.
I like how he's just like, I'm not even gonna listen to this shit.
Yeah, I love the fact that Splinter says, fuck you, you're done.
I guess he was trying to kill him.
Well, he was trying to kill Splinter.
Yeah, I always took it as like, he's like, I ain't listening to this shit. This is the best part of the movie. Whoops! There was no subtitle for it. He says, whoops!
Yeah,
turns
he does.
the fucking garbage truck on.
Crunch.
Crushes his ass.
There goes his helmet. But
And
that's all
nobody's
you see
like,
is his
holy
helmet."
shit, dude! You just crushed that guy to death. Blood's pouring out of the fucking garbage truck.
Was there blood?
No, there would be.
There should be. Definitely.
Like, the cops show up. No one's like, who crushed this man to death? It's that guy standing on top of the garbage truck. He killed our leader. Well, he gets out of there scot-free.
Well, you know. It's because he brought down the whole Foot Clan.
I guess. When you crush a man to death in a garbage truck.
Nobody saw it happen.
He's their leader now.
I killed your master. I am your leader now.
Like,
Follow
he's up on
me.
that garbage truck to be like, kneel before Zod. Like,
What's this for?
I stole this shit out of your wallet, bitch.
Oh, I thought it was his dad's. Yeah, I don't know why I ever thought that was his dad's wallet, but I guess it was April's wallet.
Look at him. And he's not smacking the shit out of this kid.
Oh, I'd have beat his ass before I put
You
him in
left
the
for
car.
a fucking week and you're hanging out with these delinquents? Like, fuck is wrong with you?
It's okay, Dad. I'm okay.
No,
Dad.
you ain't. You about to be okay at the military camp.
It's just Dan now.
Yeah. Not only do you come back, but you come back with even shit attitude than you had before. Look at this dickhead. They should have had Casey Jones just walk up and bust him in the face.
That would have been a great shot.
Yeah.
Him punching him.
Yeah. I mean, how do you get away with that, though? Lots of cops around. Might get shot.
Yeah, that's true. Who's this old guy? This random old guy. You're not in the Foot Clan. Get out of here.
Maybe he's a witness. Maybe he was the one supplying the cigarettes. Like, what's he hiring her back for? She didn't do anything. Like, what? Because she knows the diggity on this? Like, so do all these people.
Yeah.
Throw Sam Rockwell $100. He'll probably tell you. Look at it. East Warehouse on Lairdman Drive. East and Lairdman are the guys that created the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'm sure I'm not saying that second name correctly, but
Yeah, probably not.
we don't have the volume on, so I can't hear it. That was the chick that was blowing the bubble with the gum earlier.
Yeehaw.
What are you, a doctor or something?
It
Well,
looked
fuck
like it
later,
just called
Jesus.
Mike Tyson a sissy. You're not really all beat up. I mean, if you called Mike Tyson a sissy, your face would be bloody.
He's like, I'll more than kiss you. Get in the back of this van right here.
They've known each other for like 2 days.
You think I said pushy, but in the rated R version. They can hear him, but the cops aren't like, look up there, giant Ninja Turtles.
Holy shit!
He did say bitchin'.
I told you.
He said bitchin'.
Gnarly.
Holy shit!
Totally tubular, dude. Wicked. Hellacious too. Oh, look at that.
Mega.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, cowabunga, motherfuckers. Best ending to a movie ever. I love how Raph walks up and like hugs on him.
I made a funny.
Which I don't get how. It's like, that's not very funny. You just said cow. What the fuck does that even... What does cowabunga even mean? Is that like a Hawaiian word?
Yeah, well, cowabunga, I don't know, man. That's what people used to yell jumping out of airplanes and shit.
And the things they say get worse. In the second one, what does he say? I can't remember what he says. But he says, I made another funny, because he says something.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not that
It's been
great.
so long.
And then the third one, like Michelangelo is all sad. So he puts a lampshade on his head and says, look at me, I'm Elvis Goes Hawaii. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, we're not getting any subtitles to the music here? Unmute this. I need you to hear this.
Here we go.
He says Raphael's the leader of the group, transformed by the norm from the nuclear group.
Crooks in jail. She spied the bad guys and saw what happened, but before she knew it, she fell in a trap and got caught. Yeah, she was all alone, with no friends and no phone. Now this was beyond her worst dreams, cause she was cornered by some wayward teens. Headed by Shredder, they were anything but good. Misguided, unloved, they called them the foot. They could terrorize and be angry youth, and they'd mug the people who needed proof. Then from out of the dark came an awesome sound. Shouted cowabunga as they hit the ground. From the field, the weeds, the heroes rescued the flower, cause they possess
Turtle Power. They have a cool name, this group, and I can't remember what it is.
So April O'Neil's the flower?
Oh, it's Partners in Rhyme.
This guy sounds like the guy that sang the I want to get busy in the Burger King bathroom.
Yeah, what is his name?
Fuck.
With the big nose?
Yeah.
This is where the Groucho Marx playing?
Yeah. Sounds just like him.
What is his name? I can't remember. Slick Rick? Is it Slick Rick?
heroes on a half shell.
Here it comes.
When there's a battle, got the enemy wishing
I think it's
that they
here.
stayed at home. Instead of
He starts naming them off.
masters with moves like lightning, they were once normal, but now they're mutants. Splinter's the teacher, so they are the students. Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Donatello make up the team with one other fellow, Raphael. He's the leader of the group, transformed from the norm by the nuclear.
Did you not watch any of this?
I don't think he
Did you
did.
not ask any questions?
Pepperoni and cheese.
You wrote a whole song about this.
Hard to find. Ninja
April's sketches were made by Karen Stewart.
words that the master instructed, but a letter from Shredder had Splinter abducted. That was the last straw. Spring into action. Step on the foot. Now the one lose traction. Now this is for real, so you.
Alright, there's no other good parts of this song. So that was Ninja Turtles.
Oh God, I love that movie.
Never gonna get old. I fucking love it. I love it so
I could
much.
watch this every single day and not care.
I
be
just
awesome.
wish the other ones were like this. And this happened with a lot of movies. It's the exact same thing that happened to Batman, is why Batman went from Batman Returns to Batman Forever. Is because parents groups, they sold Batman Returns toys at McDonald's and Happy Meals. So then kids wanted to see Batman Returns. And when they saw this gothic fucking nightmare, parents were like, what the fuck? Like, I just let my 4-year-old watch the penguin bite someone's nose off.
That was awesome.
Like, why are you selling these at McDonald's? So then they're like, we gotta make Batman for kids. And it's like, some shit just is for kids. Like, yes, I get this being more upsetting because there was already a cartoon show and stuff. But this movie's so good, and it's so much better than the other ones. Anyone that says Ninja Turtles 2 is better than Ninja Turtles, I will fucking fight you.
No, this is actually the straight up the best one of all of them.
Like, this is a movie, and this is one of the best ever comic book movies.
Did you see
the
the live action TV show was god awful.
Yeah,
I tried watching it not too long ago on Netflix.
Yeah, don't.
And it's just like, the next mutation, is that what it's called? Horrible. It was like watching, I don't know, it was very Power Rangers-esque.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it crosses over with the Power Rangers eventually.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
They did that because the next mutation was supposed to be the 4th movie. And they were all going to have new mutations. Where, like, Raph would transform into this, like, hulking creature and shit. And, like, what was it? Michelangelo turned into more of, like, a person so he could be out around people and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah. But this movie did so bad. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Partners in Crime, but it's Kryme. I thought it was Partners in Rhyme.
It would have been funny if it
I
was.
think my idea is better.
Yeah, I think your idea is much better.
But yeah. What are your thoughts? Oh, there it is. Special thanks to Burger King, Domino's Pizza. Where's Pizza Hut? No Pizza Hut.
What?
Motherfuckers, the commercials at the beginning of the
Pepsi Cola,
movie.
Wilmington, North Carolina. I know exactly where that is. Filmed at a North Carolina film studio. No shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure all those outdoor scenes were filmed outside North Carolina.
Yeah.
It looks like North Carolina.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what are your did you see this? You didn't see this in the movie theater?
No, I was a broke teenager whose parents never brought him to the movies.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for this to come out on VHS, of course. And yeah, I mean, I had been watching all sorts of movies like this growing up, watching the puppets and everything else from Jim Henson, and this just took it to another level, and I loved every bit of it. And of course, I knew of the comic books a few years way before this came out, and I was just in awe. This movie, to me, I've watched so many times. Like Josh said, we could recite it line for line in our sleep.
Yeah, we damn near talked along with this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfair. We did have the subtitles up, but
yeah, we were saying half this shit before it even
yeah, the subtitles would show up, and I'd look at Josh and just recite a line, and I mean, it's so memorable. It took up a lot of my childhood. It really did, or my teenage years. And again, I have an affection for any type of movie like this. So, yeah,
I mean, yeah, when I was 20, single, and lived alone, I bought this movie on DVD. Because I was like, fuck yeah, why wouldn't I? I love this movie.
I think I just bought this like 3 years ago.
It's not even nostalgia or anything like that. I just think this is a great movie.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
I bought the 4-pack because I'm like, I don't care how bad the other ones are. It's just, when I collect a movie series, I collect all of it, and I try not to leave anything out of it. Regardless of how bad the other ones are, they're still watchable.
Yeah, I own this 4-pack, and I've never watched the third one. I watched the third
That's the one with the Turtles in Time, right?
Yeah, I watched the third one when I was a kid and, like, walked away from it because I was like, this is boring as fuck.
It was pretty bad.
Like, if you can't entertain a fucking 6-year-old, you're doing something wrong. But they busted these right out. Like, Ninja Turtles 2 came out the next year. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and the storyline was not even close to being as good.
No. And that's how I know that I don't like this movie based on nostalgia, is because the second one I am nostalgic for, and I go back and watch it and I go, this isn't good.
No.
Like, I can't make it good for myself anymore because it's just not the same. This movie is better.
Adding... I mean, I know they had a rhyme at the end of this one, but adding Vanilla Ice in the second one was just a tragedy.
Yeah. Go Ninja. My kids love that song now. Though.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, you laugh at it to the point where it's actually funny, and it's actually something that's going to stick with you for the rest of your life because it was just one of his songs remade for the movie.
Yeah.
And it was campy enough to be great. And then what I don't understand is they had these two mutated characters in there.
But it wasn't Bebop and
But
Rocksteady.
it wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady, and it could have been. It should have been.
Yeah.
And it's like, why didn't you? I mean, you had the perfect platform for it. Why didn't you stick with the cartoon and do it right?
Yeah. I think it was because everyone already had those action figures, so they wanted to make new ones.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were no action figures for this movie. So that's what was a big thing why they had to dumb it down too for the second one, because they're like, we need to be able to sell action figures. Like,
Right.
we
And they
gotta
did. They
make
definitely
merchandise
made it more kid friendly.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the cartoon was huge, and
Yeah.
this one got huge. So they had to make it more suitable for children, which happens. It happens a lot in a lot of these movies that we love so much. The first one comes out, it's a real big blockbuster, and the rest are just all knocked down so everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, when they try to please everybody, a lot of the times they wind up pleasing nobody. But, I mean, I don't know how anyone could watch this movie and say it's dumb or... I mean, yeah, some of the jokes are corny and shit, but I mean, overall, it's great. And it'll always be up at the top of the list for me for comic book movies. So I don't even know what we should do. I mean, there's no point in ranking these or anything. They're not all related.
No.
I guess we could come up with some sort of funny rating system, but I mean, we'll come up with that eventually.
Sure. We can do a sliding Ben and Josh scale or Josh and Ben scale.
Yeah.
A rating scale of how many Supermen do you give this movie?
Yeah, I guess we didn't do it on the last one, so.
No, we didn't have to.
But I think both of these movies are 10s for me, so RoboCop
I mean,
and Ninja Turtles are 10s, so 10.
Yeah, we're totally not... I think we need to start rating them if people start asking us to watch something.
Yeah, well, I think it would be more important on the movies that are bad. Like, these movies are good, that's why we're doing it.
I mean, someone's going to ask us to watch Critters, and that's just a shit movie, so...
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun to watch, but yeah, it's not good.
I want to go back and watch, like... what was it, Ghoulies or something?
Oh, yeah, when they come out of the toilet.
Yeah. It's real 80s bad stuff like Saturday the 14th.
I didn't even know that existed till the other day. So
Really? Oh, God.
I'm very interested to see it. And I think there's a sequel, too.
I found it, and Jennifer and I watched it. It is absolutely... I remember it being... Oh, Saturday the 14th. Yeah, it was a scary spin-off of Friday the 13th. No, it's awful.
What is it though? Like, I saw a picture. There was like the creature from the Black Lagoon in it or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you have Scream and then you have a scary movie.
Oh, it's like a parody.
Spoof. Yeah, but it's so bad.
Is it supposed to be funny though?
No, yeah, it's supposed to be funny.
It's not supposed to be scary.
Nope.
No.
But it's bad. It's horrid. Very, very bad.
And there's like a sequel, Saturday the 14th Strikes Again or something.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
But Saturday the 14th, I remember being a kid thinking, ooh, Saturday 14th was scary. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like
I'm
watching...
down to watch it.
It was like watching a really shit version of the Munsters.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
We definitely... I think I
we'll
have it
watch
on streaming.
Oh, cool.
We'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
That and like House and House 2.
Yeah.
Those were scary enough.
See, I've never seen those. I know what they are. Those are like movies I'd see at the video store. And
Yeah.
like, that cover looks cool.
Yeah, I saw all those because I was old enough in the 80s to watch them.
Yeah.
And it was like... I think Poltergeist set the standard for that type of movie, and then they just started making a shit ton of them, and House was the closest to Poltergeist that you could get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I've ever... Like we were talking about earlier, off mic, that I've never seen The Shining just because I know so much about it that
It's in everything pop culture right now.
I don't need to see it because I know the whole story.
I don't think I've seen that movie all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces of it, like from television, and I've never seen the whole thing through. But we were discussing it because we saw the doctor sleep in the red box. Yeah.
But it's like same with Poltergeist. I've never seen Poltergeist all the way through because
Jennifer loves that movie.
It was in such pop culture when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I know everything about this.
Yeah, you got to watch them to get all of it.
Yeah. No, I'd still watch it. Craig T. Nelson's in it. I love Craig T. Nelson.
Craig T. Nelson is a badass.
Yeah. Coach.
He plays a sporting goods store owner and baseball coach on Young Sheldon right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
So what am I gonna say? Yeah, so hit us up on Facebook. Tell us anything you'd like to see us watch. We're always down for 80s movies, action movies, superhero movies. I really hope we can find this movie in a theater sometime this year and go see it on. I've always wanted to see it on the big screen, and hopefully somewhere is doing that.
Maybe we can convince
Smitty's
to do it like they did. Like they did Top Gun not that long ago, like one of their free movie nights.
Yeah, well, whenever this all passes over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This summer might not be the greatest time to do that, but maybe next summer.
Yeah, but we really wanted to do this movie, and I googled it, and it was such perfect timing that the exact 30th anniversary just happened to be this month too. So
And it's coming out quick, so
yeah, so it's great. I mean, we've always loved Ninja Turtles, the game. We didn't even talk about the video games.
I'm wearing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirt. I'm so stoked about this.
Yeah, I should have worn my Ninja Turtle socks, but I was rushing out of the house today.
And this is from the original cartoon, too.
Yeah, I love that shirt. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I love the arcade game. Fucking Ninja Turtles in Time is awesome. But yeah, Ninja Turtles are great. If you haven't seen this movie, and you didn't watch along with us, go watch this movie. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, you'll love it. If you're a geek like us, you'll love it.
Yeah. I mean, give it a try. I mean, give it 10 minutes. If you don't like it, shut it off. Like,
I think most people, like, a little bit older than me, or, like, 5 or 10 years older than me, couldn't give a shit about this movie.
yeah. Dude, I mean, my dad wouldn't sit down and watch this with me.
No,
as a kid.
yeah, my
He
parents
was
are
in his
like
20s.
My parents would look at this and go, "What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Why are you watching
But
this?"
I mean, who would think? Who would think the idea of fucking human-sized turtles that knew kung fu would be anything?
I would.
Because there was so many rip-offs from this too. There were fucking, space mice from Mars or whatever the fuck, and they loved cheeseburgers instead of pizza. And there was all sorts of shit like that.
There was a lot of
Street
cartoons in that
sharks.
era too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those space sharks and shit.
Yeah, all sorts of.
That
fucking
actually was a
knockoff.
good cartoon. That
Yeah. Street sharks. They
Street
surf
sharks?
through the roads with their fins. Oh, that was awful. But yeah, like I said, hit us up on Facebook. Like, comment, and subscribe on iTunes. Let us know your thoughts on the show. Give us a review. Let us know. And suggestions. We'll take as many suggestions as we can. Just talking points, too. It doesn't have to be commentaries. Give us something to talk about. We'll do a whole show based around it. Because all of these don't have to be 2 hours long. Some of these regular episodes will just be us talking for an hour about whatever. Sometimes we can stack stuff. But I'd like it to be some commentary episodes, and then some, regular episodes we'll do some news, and then we'll get into a topic maybe related to an upcoming movie or just anything. Yeah. But yeah, we're excited, and this was very fun. And anything else, Ben?
No, I think I'm good.
You
I
good?
thank you, Josh, for allowing me to do this with you.
Well, thanks for allowing me to do this in your house.
Hey, listen, this house is your house.
I mean, I buy all the shit, and then you just provide the space. And the funny.
And the movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I own this movie, too.
Bring it on.
But, yeah, so we'll come at you next week with something new. We'll think of something. And for Ben, I'm Josh, and we'll see you all next week. Say bye, Ben.
Bye, Ben.